Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. In the first lesson, we have learnt about zodiac, Rashi Chakra, and also little about the stars, constellations, and galaxies. Now we shall see the planets. Our Vedic astrology considers nine grahas, nine planets. The term planet is used in astrology is in the sense that celestial body or point which has the property of attraction. That's what planet called. We know that the sun, a star, the moon is a satellite. Though we know that, we call them, classify them as planet because they have property of attraction. People ask me sometimes, why you call sun as planet and moon planet? Yes, sun is a star, no doubt, and moon is a satellite of the earth. But both have the property of attraction. The astrology consider them as planets. So also Rahu and Ketu are the imaginary points, as already mentioned before, of concourse of orbits of the earth and the moon. They are the concourses of earth and the moon orbit. They are also referred to under the somewhat forced name of planets. That's why he called 9 planets. I remember somebody telling me what astrology is. You call moon, satellite, earth as a planet, and you call sun as a planet. No. That's what does it mean. We are aware. Our ancestors were aware that sun is a star and moon is a satellite. But in the point of astrology, they are considered as planets. And other planets also there in the galaxy, Surya Mandala, like Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, and a host of other. But they considered to have no effect on the human affairs, according to our ancient scholars. These planets move in the heavens. When I say planets move in the heavens, I know, we are aware the sun is not moving, but sun movement is considered based on the earth rotation. Okay. When I say the move in the heavens, that's meaning wrongly. With ranging velocities, each one has a different velocity, influenced by other forces. And each of these planets influence the earth and also those who are living on this earth according to their nature. When we say the effect based on the nature, we should also understand their nature and their significance. That's what today's lesson we are going to learn. The nature of planets and what they signify. Let us begin with the sun. You can make a note if you want, notes also, because I am making it a class only. I explained also repeatedly, so one can make notes for your reference. Sun is, I'm just explaining the significance and characteristics of the each planet. I'm calling sun a planet knowingly well. Our ancestors, great astrologers, scholars, also called sun as planet, knowingly well what it is. It is masculine. It's a planet, malefic planet. We have classified the planets as malefic and benefic. Papa Graha, Shubha Graha in Sanskrit. Sun is a malefic by its nature. We're talking about their qualities, significance by their nature. So, sun is masculine, sun is malefic, and the color is of copper. Color is of copper. And it has a philosophical tendency. It is royal. Sun is royal. It represents ego. It represents father. It represents sons, patrimony, self-reliance, political power. Okay. And its temperament is windy and bilious. Vayu and Pitta, we call it. His doshas, temperaments are windy and bilious. Vata Pitta, Prakriti. And it represents the month. Sun also represents places of worship, temples. Any places of worship is represented by sun. It represents money lenders, goldsmith, bones, fire, coronation chambers, doctoring capacity. Why? This is explained so. When we should know this in future. When we want to predict on sun movement, we should know what all it represents. That's the primary requirement to learn astrology. So these are the things which represents by sun and its nature. There are two things we taken: the nature of sun, the planet, as well as what it represents. Next, we go to moon. Moon represents basically the mind, mother. See, sun represented father, moon represents mother. And sun is always malefic, whereas moon is not so. Benefic when waxing, malefic when waning. That is, from Amavasya to Poornima, it is waxing, so it's benefic. From Poornima to Amavasya, it is waning, so it's malefic. And being its mother, it is feminine. And color of moon is white. It represents women, seamen, sailors. It indicates pearls, gems, water, fishermen, and also represents stubbornness. Moon is stubborn. And romance represents bathrooms, represents blood, popularity, and also moon represents human responsibilities. See how wonderfully our great sages have given the responsibilities or the characteristics of the planets. They have identified the human responsibility. that is ruled by planet Moon. The next planet is Mars. It rules brothers. It is masculine. The color is blood red. It's a malefic planet, Papa Graha. It represents a refined taste, and base metals, not the allied metals, base metals. Vegetation, rotten things. When you see rotten things, Mars represents it. It represents orators, ambassadors, military activities, commerce, aerial journeys, weaving. Even weaving Mars represents. And as I mentioned, it represents orators, also represents those public speakers also. Mars. The next planet is Mercury. It is benefic, not independently. If it is well conjoined, it's badly conjoined, it's a malefic. If it's well conjoined, it is a benefic planet. It is neither masculine or feminine. It is hermaphrodite. Its color is green. Activity is mercantile activity. Mercury also represents public speakers, cold, nervousness, intelligence, all this represented by Mercury. And next is Jupiter. Jupiter is Guru, we call it. It's masculine. It's a benefic planet. One of the best benefic is Jupiter. Its color is bright yellow color, not just bright. Jupiter represents devotion, progeny, truthfulness, religious fervor, philosophical wisdom, and corpulence. Jupiter represents progeny. More so, truthfulness. That's the quality of Jupiter. Represents the truthfulness. When in some horoscope we find Jupiter well placed, we can trust them. They're people who can trust, who are truthful. Then Venus. It's a feminine planet. It's a benefic. Shubhagraha. And its color is mixture of all colors. And Venus represents wife, love affairs, sensual pleasure, family bliss, vitality, all this. Saturn. Particularly male vitality, Venus has a role to play. Then we have Saturn, we call Shani Graha. It is malefic. It is either neither the male or female. It is a hermaphrodite. Color is dark. Known for stubbornness, known for impetuosity, known for demoralization, and windy diseases, Vayu Prakopa diseases, despondency, and also gambling. Saturn represents also gambling. Then we have another planet, Rahu. It's not a planet. I mentioned it's a imaginary point in the galaxy to identify with Earth, north and south nodes. Rahu is feminine, represents renunciation. What is important is Rahu represents renunciation on one side, also corruption. These two are opposite. Renunciation and also corruption. Quite opposite character Rahu has. And also Rahu represents epidemics and pandemics. Okay. You can consider Rahu's movement for today's condition of this pandemic corona. Anyway, we'll know as we proceed further in the lessons. Ketu, neither a male or female, it is hermaphrodite. Also malefic like Rahu, but Ketu is religious. And it rules the principles of sectarian principles and rules pride, selfishness, occultism also. Occultism also Ketu rules, and mendicancy. And Ketu also rules spirituality. These are the qualities of these 9 planets and what they generally represent or refer to. These are the indications very general. Their application in particular cases will be known, we'll know little later as we go on learning the astrology. Whatever I mentioned as malefic and benefic, they are termed as natural malefic and natural benefics. They are by nature malefics. They are by nature they are benefics. So, these natural benefics are always inclined to do harm. But under certain circumstances, the intensity of the mischief is reduced. So also natural benefics. On the other hand, they tend to do good. But sometimes they also become capable of doing harm. So by this given these properties is these planets. We will give you some other information now, which is helpful to make predictions, knowing the planet's characteristic. I just give an example. Don't take it very seriously and tomorrow won't predict it. For instance, a masculine planet ruling the house of children, if at all, during its period, indicates the male issue. Okay. One should be a masculine planet. It should rule the house of children. That period of that planet should be operating. In such case, one can indicate the birth of a male child. But of course, there are other factors to be considered. This is just I have given you an example how these qualities will be considered. So, a learner or a practicing astrologer should become familiar with all these technicalities of the planets. Now, having seen the planets, you must see how they are related to each other. They are related to each other in 2 ways. One, a permanent relationship, and another one, a temporary relationship. A planet said to be a friend of the other because the race of each other does not counteract. The friend and when we use the word friend and enemy, etc. When I say friend, they have their race, That race doesn't counteract each other. That's why they're called friend. Now, I am giving a table here for your information. This table gives us the permanent friendship with each other. Okay, I will read out now. I'll send you this. You have a table here. Take sun. The sun is for sun. Moon, Mars, Jupiter are friends. Mercury is neutral. Neither is a friend or an enemy. Saturn, Venus are enemies. Then come to moon. When you come to moon, Sun and Mercury are friends. And Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, all 4 planets are neutral and no enemy for moon. Moon is not having any enemy. And next comes the Mars planet. For Mars, Jupiter, Moon and Sun are friends. Saturn and Venus are neutral and Mercury is the enemy. Then we go to Mercury now. For Mercury, Sun and Venus are friends. Saturn, Mars, Jupiter are neutral and Moon is the enemy. See, look, Moon doesn't have any enemy. But for Mercury, Moon is the enemy. It should be understood properly. For Moon, there is no enemy at all. But for Mercury, Moon is the enemy. That means Mercury's race counteract with Moon's race. Whereas Moon's race does not counteract with any of the planet. That's the meaning of it. And Jupiter is Sun, Moon and Mars are the friends. Saturn neutral and Mercury, Venus are enemies. Then for Venus, Mercury and Saturn are friends. Mars, Jupiter are neutral. Moon, Sun are enemies. For Saturn, Venus, Mercury are friends. Jupiter is neutral. Mars, Moon and Sun are the enemies. Let us know these things today. We have understood about the planets' characteristics and what they represent, and also relationship between other planets in terms of friend, neutral and enemy. With this we conclude the second lesson in astrology. Today is Friday. Yeah. Yes, Friday, no? Friday. Yes, this week we have 3 lessons. Monday, Wednesday, Friday in English. So we will have the next lesson on Monday. And for Kannada it is Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. And I had only 1 lesson for Tuesday. Second also over. So we will give on Saturday, Sunday, one more, Saturday. So Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday Kannada. Monday, Wednesday, Friday is English. Normally the same lessons will be told there. It will be same lessons in Kannada and English. Thank you.